YouTube, what's happening? It's Friday, August 29th. We're talking baseball first. We have 15 games on the slate. You know what we do around here. We look at all the games, we look at spreadsheet, props, everything, find some value. Let's recap yesterday right quick. Crochet had 7 strikeouts, not 8.5. What can you do? It was rough. We went for the plus juice. It happens. Under in Colorado, Houston did hit. It was a 3-4 final. Pittsburgh cooled off all of a sudden. They had 1 run. Showed had 5 strikeouts, got hooked there, but the overs also hit, and the Mets ended up losing after being tied at 4. So, what can you do? So, not a bad day, not a great day, just a day overall. So, we move on to today. So, if you want the plays typed out for every single sport, I do, or you want access to spreadsheets or whatever, or just a list of all the plays typed out, go join the HQ. Simple as that. So, enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, 15 games. St. Louis, Cincinnati is our first one. Let's go ahead and jump to it. 6:40 is the first game, so no day games today. We got Cincinnati, slight favorite. 9 is our total. We go to our spreadsheet, look at our numbers, and that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. What do we? Cincy can't hit the ball all of a sudden? That's all right, Cincy. I see you. St. Louis, you can see what they've been up to. Let's go ahead and pop over to the picture so we can see. This is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. You know this by now. Go get you a free week for all sports. There you go. Cincy, Cardinals. Oh, no green, nothing good. So all we're looking at is, I don't even want strikeouts. They are there, but I guess we could look at it. We probably should. It's Littell versus Liberatore. I don't love those two, but we'll still look at them. Why not? Why not? He's only 20% over 4.5. How good is he? Well, Liberatore's hit 5 the last 2 times, but before that, you had 2 different games of 1. You ain't no strikeout, dude. I can't bet on you for that. Sorry. You earn runs. Earned runs, not a chance I'm doing it, not a chance. Earned runs for both. You are sitting at a 2.6, Mr. Liberatore, and Zach is at a 1.8, so he's been pitching quite well. We go to matchup, bullpen v bullpen, come on down. Zach versus St. Louis, there is your stuff. No real history there. Cincy versus Liberatore, there is some there, though, and Cincy versus lefties, obviously. We have 15 at-bats for Hayes, and that's it. That's all we have. Everything's just kind of like one game, so let's go to HR and see if there's anything going on with the bats. Maybe one team's hot, maybe one's not. Who knows? All we have is Church. That's it. That's the only one is Church, and he's 1.5. Let's see, Church. 2.6. Last 10. Doesn't even have last 10 because he hasn't played in 10 games yet. So this one is kind of just, this game's kind of buns. I'm going to keep it real. It's kind of buns. I don't like this one. So, and with football starting up, and baseball getting into that stretch where we're literally less than a month away from the end of the regular season. September 28th, I believe that Sunday is the last day of the season. So we're going to get in some weird times where you're seeing a lot of players getting called up now for a lot of teams. So the stats are going to get a little skewed. So I tend to reduce my bankroll a little bit just to play it safe. I don't want to get back all the profits, you know what I'm saying? So this one, we're going to pass on it. We're going to be extra cautious today. How about that? We're going to pass and move on to the next one. Moving on, next game. And it's funny because there's a lot of people out there that when football starts, they just completely stop baseball completely. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, there's still money out there to make. I'm just not going to be as bold because there's other things to spread the wealth around on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll move on to game 2, though, which is going to be Tampa and Washington. So, like I said, we're going to be cautious. We're going to be smart today. It's got to be a clear-cut advantage. Otherwise, we're going to pass on it, okay? So we're going to try that out because we're trying to still keep the profits. So we're not trying to give them back. Tampa slight favorite. 9 is our total. We come to our spreadsheet numbers. Again, mustard and ketchup. It's a hot dog game. That's all this is. Washington strikeouts. They're usually below 8. Right now, they're above 10. 5-game losing streak. All right, Tampa pitcher, come on over. That's what I want to see. Get rid of you two. Come on, give me Baz. Let it be Baz. I know he can strike people out. It is Hauser. I don't know about Hauser. Hauser's 4.5 on strikeouts. We could 3.5, 4.5, maybe. I'm not taking Parker strikeouts. I guess we can look at it. Parker's gonna have like a 4 earned run. I know that much. Hauser 3.6. Damn. Sorry. Earned runs. What are you looking at? 3.2 over. I know Parker's gonna be high. Earned runs. Parker 5.6. That is his earned runs in his last 5. So between these two pitchers, we have a 5.6. At a 3.2. I don't know if you were good at math because I'm not the best at math. I went to school for business, but me, 3.2 plus 5.6 comes up to 8.8. And I come over here and look at the total, it is 9. And in math, we told to round up. So therefore, the bullpen could take the day off and all of a sudden we're good. Oh my God, that is, what's the weather? Is the weather crazy or something? Hold on, let me go back. Wind, 6.5, 78, no rain, no nothing. It's in DC, nothing to worry about, cool. So, all right. Whatever. Bullpen. Come on over. Parker versus nothing really. Lefties. I mean, they can't really hit lefties that well, but when somebody's such a bad pitcher right now, I don't think it matters which hand it's coming out of. Because 5.6? Are you kidding me? Come on. Washington versus righties and Hauser versus, there you go. We'll go look at HR real quick. I'm taking it over. When you have two pitchers like being that bad right now, it's just like an autoplay. Show me you can pitch well. Wait, that's the wrong damn game. I was like, when's Profar playing? What? Wrong one. Here we go. That's better. We got Yandy, we got Young, we got Low. Let's open these three up and see. You got a 3 average. You got a 2.6. That's pretty good. And you got a 2.4. So all three are decent. So nothing wrong there. Yeah, we're going to take this over 9. I like that. Over 9, -105. Good stuff. Next. All right, next up, we either have Atlanta versus Jekyll or we have Atlanta versus Hyde. I don't know which one we're getting today, but it is Atlanta versus Philadelphia. So currently it is 170 Philadelphia because one day they might have no runs. Next day they might have a guy hit 4 home runs in a game. So who knows on that one? So spreadsheet. Yeah, these numbers are going to be a tad inflated when you score 19 runs in a game. So over 9, just, I mean, yeah, we got to see what the pitches are, but come on. 0 to 19. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. So let's go ahead and check on these. Get this over here. See who our pitchers are. And we got Suarez versus Elder. Elder's pitching. Philly might score 19 more runs. They might. Who knows? Let's go look at earned runs. Let's go. Elder earned runs. Suarez earned runs. Suarez, you give up a few, right? Like 2 something. Elder's at 3.8. Not against the Mets. You shut the Mets down apparently, but against teams that are not the Mets, yeah. All right. And then Suarez last 2 games, you were rough for a minute, but then the last 2 against Seattle and Washington can barely hit the ball. We just saw that. So, grain of salt. See what that means. Bullpen, come on down. Suarez versus Atlanta. We got 3 homers and 25 at-bats for Albies. Pretty good stuff. There's a home run for Ozuna. And you see the rest, some are like terrible, not good. So lefties for Atlanta. We goes Philly versus righties and Elder versus Philly. 3 home runs for Castellanos and 7 at-bats. I mean, there you go. Schwarber's got 429, but no, Schwarber is 0 for 4. Bohm's got a 429, but no home runs. So there's a couple dudes with 3 home runs and as many at bats. 3 for 7 is pretty damn good, I'd say. So I'm taking over probably. Why would I take the over? Show me these pitches. One of these pitches is going to get crumbled on. They're going to get crushed, stomped, whatever word you want to use. You know what I'm saying. So let's go over here. Let's open up the. Actually, let's get rid of you first. Now let's open the HR and see who is doing with the bats. Overall, it's Provar. And Bohm, there's Bohm. See, there he is. We might have to take him anyways. Provar is at 3.6 and Bohm is at 2.8. I mean, I gotta go over, right? I gotta trust the numbers. 9 is our total. That's great because you get a 4-4 tie. You can't lose. At worst, you push because they might be 5-4 finals. So yeah, I'm going over 9. We're not wasting time. Next, all right, slide on to game 4 was Milwaukee and Toronto. Interesting little matchup we have. Potential World Series matchup. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. I would not be surprised in the slightest if it happens. So let's see. We got a 122 Toronto with a 7.5. We go spreadsheet. Look at our numbers and runs. Everything's kind of close. Everything's close. There's nothing standing out here. So let's go over here to the props to see who's pitching. Get rid of YouTube. Change this over. We got Blue Jays. And we have Peralta going up against Bieber. Bieber's pitch. He pitched damn good in his first game a few days ago. So we'll look at it against here. So we don't want strikeouts. Neither team strikes out much. They're both top 6, so we're not going to mess with that. I'm only messing with strikeouts if it's like the bottom 5 going forward because, man, strikeouts are fickle at best. Bieber had 1 earned run given up in how many innings? 6 innings. Great outing for him. Peralta has been absolutely nasty. Look at those 0, 0, 0, 1 over the course of like 22 innings. 1 earned runs in 22 innings is amazing. Cubs got him for 5, but yeah, under maybe. Can I take the under? Because both offenses are kind of mid. So they're above average, I would say. They're above average. I don't like a side. I can tell you that right now. Do not love a side. Bullpen, come on down. Bieber versus maybe an HR play. Maybe. Bowers has a home run. Let's see. Righties. There you go. Toronto versus righties. Peralta versus Toronto. Home run, 1 for 3. A lot of no data here. So let's go check over here and see if there's any data over here for us. Get rid of these 2 games. Change it over. Damn, that's a lot for hits. All right, so yeah. That's a lot. Like, I can't take an over because both pitchers are good. Both pitchers are good. We have a lot of HR here. Look at all this. Look, I'll go through them all. We got Lukes, we got Collins, we got Varsho, we got Contreras. Why are you all at half? That's concerning. We got Yelich, we got Springer, we got Bo, we got another half, and we got Durbin. So, what? All right, so let's go. We got 2-6, 1-8, 2 half. Are you not playing? What are we doing here? 2-8, 3. I don't like halves. Halves are sketchy. Halves 5 for Springer. 5 is crushing. Bo's at 3-8. You were at 2-6, even though you're a half. What a suspicious. I know the pitchers are good, but damn. All right, something's afoot. I can't. Bats are hot, pitchers are hot, but they're not like overall hot. You see what I'm saying? The numbers aren't. They're not like Philly and Atlanta, and like 1 and 3. It doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna pass on this one. This feels like one of those ones I want to see what happens in this game. So I'm gonna pass and move on. Next. All right, let's move on from Toronto. We got Boston is hosting Pittsburgh. Currently, we got 111 from Boston. 111 for Boston. Is Skeens pitching? I mean, that's the best thing I can see. Otherwise, why? What? Why? It's got to be Skeens. There's the only way, because this should be like Boston 200, I would assume. Strikeouts, if it is Skeens, 13th for Boston. Doesn't matter. It's Skeens, you look at it anyways. Props, pitchers, load them up, get rid of these two. It's got to be Skeens. Who else could it be? It's Skeens versus somebody, so that's why it's a pick 'em almost. So Skeens can't even get favored against Boston when we don't know who the pitcher for Boston is. Boston is sending out Peyton Toll. It looks like Toll. Like Tollbridge. So let's go ahead and look at him first so we can get an idea of who this lad is. We don't know. The pitcher ain't got a pitcher. He's from the minors. Have you ever played the baseball? Have you ever pitched in the majors? No, you are making your major league debut. 22 years old, a ripe young age, 6'6", 250, damn tight end out there. Lefty, interesting, going out there. So let's see how he does. I remember, man, major league debut, you go to get Skeens. That's going to be a fun little matchup, I'm sure. We look at Skeens, though. We tend to fade pitchers in their starting debut, but I can't trust Pittsburgh's offense. They don't give Paul Skeens run support. That's nothing they do. They don't want to do that. Let's go look at his strikeouts. You know what we're going to do here. Boston's at 8.4, which is damn near 1 per inning. You see what the numbers are. Ooh, 6.5 from 107. He needs 7. How many times he hit 7 this season? 56% of the time he has gone and hit 7. Last 10, he has hit 6 out of 10. Last 5, 4 out of 5, he's hit 7. So, on the road, home, on the road. I'm trying to see if there's like a trend. How do you do on the road? At Seattle. It's Seattle. Don't care about that. Let's go matchup. Bullpen. Come on down. All we have is obviously Skeens versus Boston. Not much in Boston versus righties. There you go. So not much data here. Do we dare take Skeens? Let's look at his earned runs. He's been tagged a little bit. He's been giving up hits too, right? Yeah, he will give up hits. Same with Crochet. They both give up hits, but they will strike you out because that's what they do. So, do we dare chase with Skeens? I mean, 107, but everybody else is at 130? Okay, I got to get me. Hold on, let me make a note here. Novig account creation today. They need to give me like an affiliate or something because I'm about to be pushing some Novig in Profit Day. Look at these odds. Oh, that's crazy. If you use either of these two, let me know in the comments, because I have not. I know the main books. I know the other ones, like your sleepers, your underdogs, your prize picks. Everyone knows those. Chalkboard, all those cool ones. But what about these two? Have you used those? Let me know in the comments. I want to check those out this weekend since I got some time. So be watching football, be looking it up. So, all right. Skeens, do we dare with 130? Because that's what the number's going to be, not 107. Do we do it? I kind of want to, but man, Boston's on a 4-game winning streak. But no, I don't know. But then when do we fade the rook? There's so many questions here. I can't take Boston money line because we fade rookies around here. That's what we do. It works out way more than it doesn't. We can count on 2 hands the times it hasn't. And think of all the people who've had their major league debut for pitching. Yeah, okay. We don't really want to fade Paul Skeens either, but damn. And there's not much history for Skeens versus Boston batters, which is good for Skeens. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be like 130, but I'm gonna take it. We're gonna take Skeens 7. So Skeens over 6.5 Ks. We gotta go for the lad. Apparently some of you said I look like him too apparently this week. So hey, I gotta go for my twin. Skeens, strikeouts next. All right, moving on. Seattle and Cleveland's up next. And currently down here, there it is. Seattle 148 on the road with a 7.5 total. We go to our spreadsheets. We see it. Cleveland just said, oh no, we tried this offense thing. We don't like it. We're going back to where we were. We're just going to turtle and just be, yeah. We're playing them soccer numbers, 1s and 2s, maybe some 3s occasionally, but anything more than that, no. Seattle, you see that they're both bottom 6 in strikeouts. Maybe a strikeout prop potentially. Let's go look at the pitch. I didn't even look at HR the last game. Forgive me. Let me show you. I know we got too many tabs open again. Oh, get rid of all these bats in that Blue Jay Milwaukee game. My God, so many. Oh wow. Okay, so you and you and you got them. Okay. All right. I didn't show you the Pittsburgh one. Let me show these. Let me show the props, the bats, because I completely forgot. And how dare I forget that? We have a lot of hits. We have a lot of HR. Okay. I really don't want to take these. Boston ones versus facing Skeens for the first time. I lean Skeens, obviously. I will always lean pitcher versus batter for the first time. But we'll see. Let's look at these. Anything? We got a 3. We got a 3-2. We got a 2-6. We got a 3-2. We got a 3-2. Damn, it's a lot of 3-2s. 1-8 and another 3-6. All right. All right. There you go. There's HR. If you take that, I'm taking Skeens. I gotta take Twin. We gotta see what he's doing. So moving on. Changes up to I need Mariners and Guardians, Gabba Gourds, Logan Allen versus George Kirby. All right. We want strikeouts for both of them. We gotta look at both first. We gotta look at it. Just law. We have to. So strikeouts. What is this? What are we doing? 5.8 on a 5.5 is technically well, it's not really qualifying, but 6.1 on a 5.5 is almost qualifying. About head to head. We're looking at head to head. This is Cleveland. Cleveland don't usually strike out a lot, but this season it's just not what they're used to. So we're going to leave that alone. Logan Allen, what's your strikeouts? 4.4 and a 4.5? That's a no. Let's go earned runs. What you put up 2 more earned runs? 3. You got rocked last game by Texas for 9. Before that, you were good. And what is this? What are those? Wow. Earned runs. Kirby, 8, then 2. What the hell? That's head to head. Head to head, they've been teeing off. Last 10, 2-1. Last 5, 2. This one's one of those weird ones. This is a weird one. I don't know. Logan Allen versus Seattle. Historically, we got a home run and 3 for 9 with a home run. Other than that, not much. Lefties for Seattle. Cleveland versus righties. Kirby versus. Nothing at all. Let's go HR. I'm tell you right now, I'm passing. I'm leaning past unless something just blows my socks off here in a second. And it's going to be Julio and Naylor, and that's it. That's all we got. Unless I see like a 6, 5, 6 or something like that. No, yeah. That's what I thought. Nothing was there. So you can play this one if you want to. This one's kind of trash. I'm moving on. Next. All right, okay, moving on. We got Miami and the Mets. Game was tied at 4. Next thing you know, it's 7-4. So who knows in this one? Mets 163, 7.5. We come over here, we look, and we see the offense for the Mets. Still good. Miami not. It was the pitching that let them down yesterday. So let's see what we can do today in this one. Let's pop on over. Get rid of you and you. Change you over to you and see. Perez, that's all we know. Why? Why is that? Because who's pitching this one is going to be Jonah Tong. Who? Exactly. Let's find out together, shall we? Tong is, yeah. Have you pitched? We have another major league debut from the minors. 22 again, 6'1", 180. Wide receiver, not tight end this time, so in a righty. So second major league debut. Again, we want to fade those, but we can't fade on the teams actually doing good with the offense. So let's go over here to the props and look at the stuff. Let's just grab our runs for you and see what we got cooking over here. You were at a 2-4, which is fairly average. Bullpen be bullpen. Come on down. We can look at some Mets. Perez versus Mets. There's a home run. There's your data versus righties. There you go. We can look at HR and see it maybe taking over. Maybe. We might be able to. I kind of want to still. With all of this green, my God, it's a lot of green. Both offenses doing quite well. Mainly the Mets, but there's we got some Marlins mixed around in here. Good stuff. So, damn. All right. Open this one. You know what? I'm not opening halves. No, I'll do it. That's so many. Why is it half? Why? I don't know. So every time I see half, it's either going to be batting 8th or 9th, which I don't want to take, or they're not going to play, which is just, yeah, I don't care for that. I just don't. I don't want to do it. So come on down. Was that all of them? Do the last one. Yeah, got you. So Connor is at 2. Not good enough. 2 for you. Johnson's at 2. Not good enough. Vientos 3-4 is good enough. Torrens at 2-8. Good enough. 3-2 for Jacob. And Polar Bear 3-6, obviously good enough. Nemo's at 2-8. You can see who's doing well. I'm leaning over 7.5. I can see Miami getting a few off the new guy, and I can see the Mets teeing off. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take the over 7.5. That's what we're doing. Rocking with it. Don't care. Moving on. Next. All right, from the Mets, we're going Yankees, White Sox. Yankees 1.5. Next. Probably over. For real. We have 205 with an 8.5. We come over to spreadsheet, look at the offense. Both top 5 combining for 12.7. Yeah, probably over, for real. Not even joking. Strikeouts a good bit, don't care. Do not care. Let's go ahead and come to this over here, change this over to the Yankees, right here. Get rid of Yuri, and then we see we got Rodon versus, well, whoever your last name is. I don't care about 5.5. I don't care about strikeouts. Chicago's second right now, not a chance. Earned runs 3-0. How many innings do you pitch? You pitch 5. That's what you do. And you, you've been pretty good, but I don't love it. I don't. Something's telling me he could get rocked today because Chicago's doing well. History. So the Yankees have never faced this dude. Okay, well, Chicago versus lefties. Rodon versus 0 for 5, 0 for 2, 0 for 9. Okay, Yankees might still do work. Yankees 1.5 is 130. I might still go Yankees just because you're going out there. They never faced you, but let's see, 2024. You have not pitched much at all, so we have little data. This is when he starts, though. We need to go look and see how he is overall when he's not starting. So let's grab him from ESPN so we can see his whole history. Let's go bang. Dodger hat. Okay. Let's see, 25. Righty. Let's see. Come on down. Last 5 games. May, August. So you can see earned runs 3-3-0-1-3. He can strike dudes out. He gives up some runs. Okay. Basic stuff. Nothing too crazy. I feel good for the Yankees. Let's go look at HR. If it is what I think it is, we're going to be taking a certain play. Let's look. Load them up. And we have Grisham. We have Goldie. We have Guerrero. We have Bellinger. I'm still leaving Yankees 1.5. Sorry, I just am. 3-2. Loaded down. Goldie 2-2. 3. Bellinger. I want the over. Then I'm a little worried about Rodon because you saw Chicago. 3 of the dudes have never even got a hit. They're like over 15 combined. Oh, but then it's 8.5, and hell, I can see it. Let's take it. Over 8.5. If I had to pick between over 8.5 and Yankees 1.5, I'm taking the over every time because I have numbers that back this up and say both teams can hit the ball. So give me the over. Next. All right, moving on from Chicago, we're going to Houston and the Angels. And oh my God, under? It's got to be. These two teams are terrible with the last 10. Let's see what the numbers are. Currently is 156 with a 9. Okay, they got a 9 total, but the numbers look like this. So a little windy though, a little bit windy. So interesting. Okay, so let's go look at the ye old props to see who is pitching in this one because that matters more than anything. So let's see, Astros loaded up, and we see we got Mr. Anderson versus Javier. Huh. Well, we got to look at Javier's strikeouts. By law, we have to. Even though he's at 20%, he ain't that good at it, but we'll still look. And you were up here over. So, no, you can't strike people out. Yeah, investigate the Houston pitchers for something. There's got to be for strikeouts. There's got to be something they're doing because how do you do this and go to this right next game? It doesn't make sense. No other team has multiple pitchers that do this. So, anyway, enough. Let me get off my soapbox. Enough of that. He is at 2. What about Mr. Anderson? What are you at earn run wise? You're at 3-2. You got the Jeep logo going on here. 2-4-4-4-2. Let's go matchups to see what we got history wise. Bullpen. Come on down. Javier versus Angels. Home run for Renfingo, and that is about it. Nothing. 4-7-1 for Ward. Damn, dude. Righties for the Angels. There you go. Houston. Lefties. And Anderson. Houston. Alvarez has 3 home runs. There's a home run for Altuve. A home run for Walker. They do like him, apparently. Yeah. I might have to take Alvarez. Jordan. Let's go look at the HR and see if they pop up. Let's get rid of you. And do we have anyone showing up on here? Worth it. Christian Moore. And there's the guy that hit 071. No, wait, that's Nito. What was Nito? I'm thinking Ward. What was he at? Let me look. Nito. Angels. Javier. Neto. Right there. You're 143-7, so you're just as bad. So I can't trust you. And Javier, yep, okay. And then we got our HR, which is you. We're at 2-6, and you are at 1-4. I don't love this one. These are 2 bad teams. I'm not playing this one. I'm passing. Next. All right, let's move on. Next game is from Houston. It's going to be Kansas City and Detroit. Currently, we are rocking with, where they at? They're right there. It's damn near a pick 'em with a 9 total. Okay, slightly in KC. And we see just a bunch of above averageness. Way above average. 1 versus 20 on strikeouts, 9v6. It's leaning KC. Detroit's on a 4-game losing streak. Man, Detroit loves streaks, don't they? Crazy. Let's go over to the pitchers to see who we have. Change this to, let's see, Twins. Royals are there. Found you. Lugo versus Chris Paddock. Ooh. I think I'm leaning KC. I think, get rid of you two. Lugo is at 4.6 on the earned runs. Okay, and then Paddock is at 3. So they both, that's a 7.6. And the total is currently sitting at 9. I don't know. Bullpen, come on down. Lugo versus Detroit. Everybody got home runs. Apparently, my God, 2, 1, 1. And there's not that many at bats either. So, all right, Detroit, if you're going to score runs, this is the game to do it in. So, let's see. Righties, there you go. KC versus righties and Paddock versus KC. You got a few you can take here. Everything's telling me leave this alone. Everything in this inside me saying, yo, stop, don't do it. Let's see, changes. So let's look at the HR and see if that agrees with that sentiment. And we have very little. We have Pasquatch. That's all we have on HR. That's a sign right there too. And he's at 2.6. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. If you want to play this, by all means, I'm not doing it next. All right, San Diego, Minnesota's up next. Padres are favored slightly with an 8.5 total. You see that? We look at the numbers. That is a lot of damn yellow. Why is there so much yellow? Why? That's too much yellow. All right, let's go look at props. Let's go who's pitching this one. This one's going to be, unless there's just a massive differential in pitching, it's going to be a pass. Maybe an HR play. Maybe. We'll see. Somebody's really got to stand out for me. Zebby versus Nasty Nesta. Oh, pass. Gotta do something. I can't take strike. We're not doing strikeouts. Let's look at Zebby. Let's see who's been doing what. Last 5 games. Nasty has pitched in 5 games now. That's right. I'm gonna call him Nasty from now on. Nothing against the Dodgers. Good deal. And you can see how he pitched. Good stuff. Let's go over to Zebby. Zebby, on the other hand, is a little below average. He's at 3, so not the best. Currently, boom, come on down. We got Zebby versus Padres. We got a home run for O'Hearn, and we got righty. Yep. You see against lefties. And ooh, Buxton got 2 home runs and 10 at bats with a 400. It's 4 for 10 with 2 home runs. Good deal. So let's take HR and see, because right now, I'm telling you, we're being cautious today. If it don't make sense, we ain't taking it. So Gavin Sheets, Cronenworth, Cody Clemens, and then that's hits. We don't want those. So HR, let's take a look. Gavin is at 2.2. That's fine. Cronenworth's at 2.6, and Cody's at 1.8. No, nothing. There's too much yellow here. I can't mess with this. No, I'm not taking it. Next. 4 games remain. We move on to Cubs and Rado in Coors Field. Interesting. Currently, we got Cubs 213 with an 11 total. Why is it 11? It's not really windy. There might be a little bit of rain. It's not 90 degrees for once. So, and Colorado's offense can't do nothing unless they expect the Cubs to win like 10-2. Then that would hit the 11. So that could happen. But the Cubs haven't been scoring runs, so I don't know. Let's go over to the props and take a look. And if I take the under, the Cubs will win by 10-2. That's what tends to happen sometimes. So get rid of you and you. There we go. Bring these 2 up. Who's pitching? Cade Horton versus, Marquez is pitching. Okay. Maybe. Both teams are yellow on strikeouts. We don't care about that. We want earned runs only. Thank you. You are at 2.4. You're actually not that bad. Now, the other Chicago team put 6 on you last time you paid them. So, head-to-head versus the Cubs. One time face was May. You only give 2. Not bad. Horton has been absolutely disgusting on our runs. That's a stretch right there. That is amazing. Wow. Yeah, we have 2 decent pitchers. We have 2 bad offenses. We have a total of 11, which is weird. I'm leaning under. I'm probably going to take it. And you're going to be like, what? Under in Coors Field? I know, right? I'm insane. I do things like that. Marquez versus Chicago. There you go. There's 1 home run. That's it. 5 for 10 for Dansby. That's it. We go righties. We go Colorado versus righties. And Cade versus Rado. There's a home run for Doyle. So if we see Dansby or Doyle, we might even consider them as 2L. So let's load it up. Boom. And what do we see? Nothing on HR. Yeah, it's confirming everything I want to do. I'm going under 11. That's the line. I'm taking it. Under 11. Next. All right, from Colorado, we're going to Texas and Sacramento. A's, whatever. Let's just call them Sacramento because they should stay there. It works out well. Let's have like 40 teams. Let's just mix it up. Put teams everywhere. So A's 133 with a 10.5 total. We go to our spreadsheet. We look at our numbers. Both top 10 in offense. Texas has been crushing the ball here recently. 7-3 for the A's with a 3-game win streak. Texas 6-4. Something's got to give. Something's going to break. Let's see who's pitching in this one. Get rid of you 2. Give me bad pitching in this one. We had good pitching last one. Give me bad pitching. And we have Springs versus Jack Leiter. So we need to look at straight up for earned runs for both of them. Give me bad pitching. You both be average. I'll take average. That's all I want to see. We have a 1-4. That's pretty good. Bam. And we have a 2-4. That's average. So we have an average and a good, but we have two teams that are both good. Top 10, top 8 in offense. Texas doing better overall, but they are on the road, which is a little concerning. Let's go matchups and see if we have any history. Bullpen. There you go. Springs versus Texas. We do have a couple home runs. We do have a lot of green, but not many at bats. Lefties, you can see. Ooh, that's a stretch. Let's see. A's versus righties. You can see that. And A's versus Jack. We got a couple home runs here. So I'm still liking the over. It's in Sacramento. It's at the minor league park. We might as well do that, right? Let's go look at HR. Do we have batters? That's the question. Who's hot? Who's not? And we have some. We have Jung. We have Thomas. We have Hellman at half. Garcia, Wilson, and Langford. We got several bats on both teams that are doing quite well. 3-6, absolutely. 3-4, yup. Hellman 2-8, 4-6 for Garcia. Garcia might hit a ball clear gone. Who knows? Because damn, that 13 is doing a lot of heavy lifting. But still. Wilson 3-6, 3. Yeah. We're sticking with it. We're trusting all that. We're trusting the numbers. The total is what? 10.5. It is plus 108. We could get plus odds. I do like that. So 10.5, we're taking it. Next. Brilliant brainstorm idea. How about this? The Rockies move out of their stadium into a minor league something somewhere in the area, or just other stadium somewhere, or just bring the walls in. Let's just do that. Let's just make it to where it's another minor league stadium. And all of a sudden the Rockies go back to the Blake Street Bomber days, and we're hitting like 50 home runs for everyone. Talk about ticket sales galore. Genius. Financial. So good. Moving on. Anyways. Dodgers, Arizona, what we got? We're cooking 178 for Dodgers with an 8.5. Cool. Spreadsheet loaded up. They're about the same. Both clearly everything's close in every category except strikeouts, where Arizona's still striking out a ton. So let's go look at the pitchers and see who we have. Change it to this one, and we got Blake Snell versus Blake Snell's place in Arizona. Oh my God. What's your strikeout line? Below 6.5. Yes. Let's see, and then we got who? Galling going out there? We'll grab something for you too. Snell strikeouts is exactly what I'm taking. I'm telling you. Yeah. Nice. Last two times he was 3-2, but this was last season. Arizona didn't strike out this much last season, but now, bruh, that's a lot of strikeouts. So I'm taking Snell strikeouts. I don't care about head-to-head. I care about what you've done this season. You had 3 against San Diego. We know San Diego doesn't strike out. And then you have San Diego again. San Diego doesn't strike out. We know this. We talked about this. You and I, we've discussed this numerous times. How many times have I told you, San Diego don't strike out? But yeah, Toronto doesn't either. But yeah, Toronto's not San Diego level. So 6.5 for 121. Absolutely. Love it. I don't care. Love it. Zach, history. This is hits. I won't earn runs. Not bad at all. I don't know who's going to win the game. I assume the Dodgers but then Snell might, he'll leave the game after 7 innings having like 10 strikeouts, and then the bullpen comes up and gives a 3 runs. So who knows? Bullpen. Who's going to be the one who gives up? Probably somebody like Scott's going to come in and just mess everything up. Simple. Oh, Scott. No. Let's see. Snell versus Arizona. Look at all the red. Look at the red. There's a couple home runs for Marte. I get it. There's a couple home runs for Court. But look at all the at-bats. There's a good at-bats. Averages are low. Strikeouts are high, is what we like to see. Good stuff. Versus lefties, they struggle against lefties. What a coincidence. Snell's a lefty. We got Dodgers versus righties and Dodgers versus Gallen. We got a couple home runs here. So let's go HR. Let's take a look right quick. Bang. And we have a handful, but we got Moreno. We got Thomas. Double Thomas, and then we got Andy and Perdomo. That's it. So we got 3. You had a 4. You've been hitting the ball pretty well. You were at 2-2. You don't qualify for me. You're 2-2 to 8. You do qualify. And Perdomo has been crushing at 2-8 still. So I don't care. The play I'm taking, I've decided. Second I saw it, I'm taking Blake Snell 6.5 strikeouts. What's the line we can get? Everything's plus. Good stuff. Snell strikeouts next. All right, last game is Baltimore and San Fran. I don't love this one off the get. Currently, it is San Fran slight favorite with 7.5. We go to our spreadsheet, we look at the numbers, and just not good. It's a hot dog game. Mustard and ketchup galore, a little bit of relish sprinkled in there. You can see 5-game winning streak versus 4-game losing streak. Obviously, we want to lean San Fran. We go over here, so maybe we do pitchers and props and everything. Well, pitchers are Kramer versus Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray has a good matchup, 26. Only problem Robbie Ray is this is earned runs, but his strikeouts, the hell is this 0? He pitched 5 innings and a 0. Anytime I see a 0 strikeouts, you want a 5-game ban. Until that 0 is off the screen, I can't take you. I'm just not doing it. You can't pitch 5 innings and have 0 strikeouts and be considered a strikeout pitcher. Not my book. So be gone with you, good sir. And Kramer, 2-8. We look at the matchups. We see bullpen, come on down. Ray versus Baltimore, not much there. Lefties, cool. San Fran righties. Kramer got a couple home runs given up, mainly by Devers from his Boston days, but hey, whatever. So let's look at the HR on this side. We got Devers again. That's fun. And Carlson, hell, I might just take Devers. That's not bad odds. I was going to pass on this game, actually. And the fact that he has good average, good history, I might take this. How's he been doing? Head to head, he does this is just the team, not the pitcher. Last 10, 7-10, not bad. You know what? I think this is the prop. I can get plus money too, even better. So DEVERS over, if I could spell, what the hell did I spell? DEVERS over 1.5 HR. Yeah, we're going to take advantage. We're going to take Devers versus the old matchup he had. That should work for him, and I'm going to end it right there. Now, question, am I doing a money line parlay? Absolutely not today. There's nothing really standing out. I have a handful of totals. That's all I have. I have 2 strikeout props from 2 absolute prolific strikeout dudes that I trust. We have the prop you just saw, and then I have, 6 overs? No, 6 overs and unders? There's 1 under in there. So, yeah, we're not trusting sides at this one. It's weird times in baseball, so I can trust teams getting over-unders, and I can trust studs with strikeouts, but anything else? Not really. So I think we're done there. Tomorrow is Saturday. There are all these games. I will be back in the morning, do another video. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Check out the HQ if you want the list typed out of all the games, or just spreadsheets for every sport, including football, and check out Outlier for all the props. And I will see you tomorrow on Saturday for some more MLB. Peace.